My name is Hobley, and welcome to the Happiness Fighters Army, a army where we fight for our happiness, our success, our health against our own version of our own darkness, be physical, mental, life situations, or just the big, bad, nasty world right now. Okay, a lot has gone down since the last time I talked to you guys in one of these videos, so let's get on with this recap. Firstly, I had to take a mental health break from making these type of videos because the workload was getting overwhelming and the darkness basically of my mental health had taken over. And I would like to say I'm fully back to making these, but I'm not. I will make prediction videos either like this or just a quick one like through TikTok or Instagram from here on out, because it's just easier depending how I feel. Like if I feel like making one of these videos, like the full video, I will, but if I don't, it'll probably be on Instagram or TikTok. That's what I'm basically trying to say in a nutshell. Review videos for WWPLEs will no longer be happening unless I want to make them, but I've decided not to really make them because I really just like watching the PLEs and not having to take notes. I might do a post saying how many smiley faces out of 10 it is on my Instagram or TikTok, but yeah, no more review videos, just prediction videos. I had a birthday. Yes, I had a birthday. It was on Evolution weekend. I had a pretty good birthday. I got this rug, which is a mummy rug from my soul sister with a mummy drink bottle as well and drinking out of, and this was coming in handy in the winter. It's a bit cold this morning where I am, so I'm just wrapped up in this because I've been feeling a bit under the weather lately. I passed out again. Yes, I burnt myself on the fingers and then I passed out about a month or two ago. So yeah, it's been a really roller coaster of the last couple of months. But the one thing that I am excited to announce is that I am going to a WWE show in a couple of days. Yes, and it's not Crown Jewel. I know everyone would love to see me there, but I just couldn't afford it by the time tickets came around. But they did put on a super show in Melbourne, WWE, and that's why I'm going to that instead. And I cannot wait. And hopefully I get to meet a WWE superstar. If not, I'm just going to have a great time. So, yeah, that's what's basically been going on in my life the last couple of months since I've been away. Also, taking on my rivals in WWE Skit Series has returned. I had to take a mental break from that even. And we've had a hell of a roller coaster with that. We've had Hobbsy go up against Karma for the Happiness Championship at SummerSlam. Then at Clash of the Castle was Hobbsy's karmic queening ceremony, as she is the new queen of the karmic world now. And let's just say it had some gate crashes in Darkseid and all her dominions. And Darkseid stabbed Karma. She was aiming for Hobbsy, but Karma stepped in. And now Karma is in a karmic darkness coma curse. And we found out at WrestlePalooza, or just before WrestlePalooza, that Love is Karma's girlfriend in this series, which that's interesting to have a little love story in there. First one of this series, so that's good. And then Love decided to get revenge, like any lover would, after hearing their loved one had been attacked on Darkseid at WrestlePalooza and got destroyed by darkness. And now looks like Darkseid wants Hobbsy's karmic queen crown and wants to rule the comic world. So that's going to be interesting. I haven't written the Crown Jewel storyline just because I have been busy getting ready for my trip. That storyline will be coming after Crown Jewel and after my trip, but at least before the end of this month, before Saturday Night Main Event. At least before Survivor Series, because I got an epic Survivor Series War Game storyline that I want to write. And yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying that series. Let me know if you are in the comments. What would you like to see? And yeah, that's basically what's been going down in my skit series. And speaking about crowns and crown jewel, it's time to talk about crown jewel in Perth. Yes, we have crown jewel in Western Australia, Perth, in Australia, in my home country. Yes, I am Australian and I'm proud of it. And I cannot wait to watch Crown Jewel tomorrow. I know it's on late here in Australia. For me, it's on at 10:30 night in South Australia, where I'm from. And because that's usually when I'm in bed by that time, I'm going to watch it the next day on the Sunday. So that's why I'm putting out my prediction videos today when it's happening. I want to admit I have not watched Friday Night SmackDown yet, just because it was on late night as well. So yeah, let's get on with the prediction of WWE Crown Jewel 2025 in Western Australia, Perth. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi! Let's start with the women's Crown Jewel match, which is Stephanie Vikier versus Tiffany Stratton. I would have loved to see an Australian in either this Crown Jewel match. Okay, let's start with the Crown Jewel title matches. Let's start with the women first, which is Stephanie Vikier versus Tiffany Stratton. Now, don't get me wrong, I like both of these women. It's going to be a great match, but I would have loved to see Nia Jax in this. At least have an Aussie in one of the Crown Jewel storylines would have made more sense in my eyes, but I'm not complaining. And my prediction is that Stephanie Vikier is just going to take this out. She's on a roll right now. She's women's world champion. I reckon she's just going to take it out and become the second women's crown jewel champion. And yeah, I reckon Tiffany will put up a fight though. Especially with last time her being in Australia Elimination Chamber and everyone was like, Tiffy time! So, nothing against Tiffany. She has held her own in these last couple of months. But I'm just more of a Stephanie Vikier fan, so I'm going to go with Stephanie Vikier for this match. Now, let's move on to the men's Crown Jewel matches, shall we? And that is Cody Rhodes versus fellow Happiness Fighter Army member, the visionary god himself, Seth freaking Rollins. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a major fan of both. I'm a Cody girl, I'm a Seth girl, but as a fellow Happiness Fighter Army member and someone that hasn't run the Crown Jewel champion, I'm going Seth. Seth needs this. Seth needs this win. And Cody won it last year, so it just wouldn't make sense for him to win it again. I reckon it's going to set up a really good Survivor Series storyline. I reckon Drew could join the Vision because he has a little beef with Cody, even though they're trying to put Jacob Fatui in it. But I think what's going to happen is Drew's going to get involved. Maybe Jacob Fatui comes out and attacks Drew as well. And then it sets up for Survivor Series. I reckon that's what's going to happen. Because Survivor Series is only like a month or two away. So they're going to start getting those storylines into the day-to-day airing of the TV. And I think Crown Jewel is a great way to start off the Survivor Series storyline. Then we move on to the last match John Cena is going to have in Australia. And that is John Cena versus AJ Styles. Now, don't get me wrong, I love these two, I really do. But I would have loved to see Grace Waller in there. Just an Aussie, because it's in Australia, but I get why they did this. The fans wanted it. I am looking forward to this. Two of the greats, two men that are going to retire in the next 2 years as well now, as AJ announced at the kickoff show that he is going to be retiring in 2026 sometime, which I get it. He's getting up in years. He got to look after his family. And it's not him retiring from WWE in general, it's just him retiring from in-ring competitiveness. He'll still be there doing something. But yeah, so it's a great way to start AJ's maybe retirement here as well. Now, who am I going for the win? I am actually going to say I don't know. I honestly don't know. I want John Cena to win, I really do. But I honestly do not know what's going to happen in this match. And I love that. So these two are just going to give it all. And it's just going to be a great match. So yeah. Then we move on to one of the matches I'm looking forward to as a South Aussie. And that is the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kairi versus Io Sky and her newfound friend, fellow Happiness Fighter Army member, Mummy Rhea Bloody Ripley in a tag team match. Would love this to be a tag team tornado match. They could do something epic with it, but I understand just being a tag team match. And you know I'm going team Rio, or Rai. I'll put the name down in somewhere in this video, but yeah, I'm going team Io and Rhea. Not because Rhea's a fellow Happiness Fighter, not because Rhea's a fellow Happiness Fighter Army member or a fellow South Australian. I just think these two really need the victory. You could have Kairi turn on Asuka in this match. I'm gonna say, if Becky is playing the kayfabe character of her not coming to Australia, this would be a great way to set up her involvement in Survivor Series, because you could have her just come out and attack Rhea and Io with Asuka and Kairi after the match, which then sets up a really great Survivor Series War Games match in my eyes, because you can have Kairi Sane, Asuka, Becky Lynch, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez versus Mummy, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bayley, Lyra, and one other. I'm trying to think who else. There was one other. I had it the other day. Oh, AJ Lee. That's who I was thinking of. My brain's not working today. And yeah, this would be an epic women's War Games match, I reckon. I reckon that's what we're getting this year, War Games. And I cannot wait. As two of the Happiness Fight Army members would be in this match, Rhea and Becky, I would be torn. And yeah, I would just go for the match. But yeah, that's if Becky is actually just playing a kayfabe character and actually coming to Australia or not. But if not, I reckon we'll get Rhea and Io for the win, and then maybe those two will go after the title that Stephanie Vicky has. So yeah, that's my predictions on that match. To move on to the last match that I think should be the main event of the night, and that is the Australian Street Fight match between the Tribal Thief, fellow South Australian Bronson Reed, and the OTC Roman Reigns. Now, I am so loving that we got two South Australians on the card. As a South Aussie, I'm like, yes. And I am so happy Bronson Reed's finally getting like a main event storyline that's really good. I always thought that these two had to go at it when Bronson Reed first entered WWE, and we're finally getting it in the Street Fight match. I cannot wait to see this match. I want a cricket bat, barbecue tongs, even the Bluey doll, maybe, tomato sauce, maybe some Pav, Lamington, Tim Tams, Vegemite. I want all iconic Aussie things used in this match as a weapon. Please. I just really, if we don't get all of these, at least give us a cricket bat in this match, used by Bronson Reed on Roman Reigns. And I'm going Bronson Reed, hometown hero. He's going to get this, and then it could set up something between the Bloodline and the Vision somehow. But yeah, Bronson's getting a win, and I cannot wait for this match. I love street fight matches. So yeah. So with that that's my predictions for WWE Crown Jewel Perth in my own home country of Australia. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to win? If you're an Aussie, let me know in the comments. If you are one, are you going to be at Crown Jewel or Monday Night Raw? Or did you go to the Friday Night SmackDown in Perth? Or are you going to be at the Super Show in Melbourne that I'm going to go to? Let me know in the comments also. And I hope you guys are having a nice, warm, sunny, Aussie, shiny day. And if not, I'm sending warm Aussie sunshine hugs your way.